are, wherever you are, you are here in my heart, and my heart will go on. I don't know any of the. I'm really glad actually that I don't know much of that song anymore. It's kind of fun. Dinger dinger. Oh gosh, what a week. What a week. What a week. Glad we're here. Glad we can do this. Alright, let's unplug and we'll get stationed up here. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's do a quick little adventure with the cards and see what we have going on this weekend, yeah? Happy Friday. Glad you're here. How's everybody doing? Did you make it through? Cards are on our side this week, I think. I think we had a good run. I think the cards were like, yeah, man, just do what you want. Let's see what they have to say today for this coming week. Let's go with Mickey today. Alright. Let's see what kind of adventure we're on this coming weekend with these cards, shall we? Oh gosh, thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting the buttons that mean the things with the things and the likes and the subscribes. Ah, we do this every day, Monday through Friday. Different decks. We get yelled at by cards. I don't know about you, but living a life where you get yelled at by cards is a pretty good life. Pretty good life. Okay. We got one cut there. We got one cut here. Uh-oh. We got, what's that, the Queen of Wands? And the Knight of Cups popped out while we were doing this. Let's do one big cut, one more big cut. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. What are we chasing after? What are we chasing after? Are we chasing after a girl today? Is that what's going on? We're chasing after a girl? I like it. Who are we chasing after? You know what? We're going to keep those to the side. Are we chasing after a girl? I like it. Okay. All right. We're chasing after a girl today. You know what? I totally understand that. I chase after it all the time. Queen of Wands. One, two. That's our topic for today. Is we're chasing after a girl. All right. All right. I like it. Boom. I like it. It's a good adventure that we're on. How are we gonna get the girl? How are we gonna get the person that like really that loves the best part of you? That wants to inspire you. Kind of the muse is the Queen of Wands. She loves the innermost of you. The part that makes you stable. That's what she loves. And you're after that. Okay. Okay. I like it. Let's go after it. Let's do it. You're rushing into it. Baby, I'm here for you. You're pulling a Matt Damon. We're gonna be 2 cards short on some of these. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. All right. Yeah, I like it. Here we go. Typically the cards don't pop out like that, but those 2 popped out. So that's what today's adventure is going after the ones that love you. Going after it, like just daring, bravado. What are you showing off? Are we showing off a little bit today? What's going on? I love it. This weekend's gonna be pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Let's go. Let's go. I tell you what, for the sake of there's one less in each of these 2. If we roll a 5 or a 6, we're gonna roll again. And if it rolls a 5 or a 6 again, then we'll go with it. How about that? I like that. I like that kind of little equalization of it all. Okay. So if we roll a 5 or a 6 on the 6-sided die, we'll roll the five. We'll roll it again, and then if it hits a 5 or a 6, then we'll pick one of those piles. But if it rolls a 1, 2, 3, or 4, then we'll pick that pile and we'll be good, and we'll go along with the cut number on the second die as well. So here we go. We rolled a 3 and a 2. 3, and then we'll cut the card 2. We'll cut card 2 down, like 1, 2, cut, and then we'll. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5 is right out, and so is 6. All right. Put the cards away. You can put the cards away. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in. Okay. Cut. Let's get some light on the situation. Boom. Here we are. Here we are. We're chasing after a girl today, are we? Knight of Cups. Queen of Wands. Are we showing off? I think we're showing off. That's what I think we're doing. We're showing off today. Who are we showing off for? What kind of bravado do we have going on? I love it. I love it. Be you. Be you the biggest ways that you know how today. That's what I say. Let's go. Let's go on a little show-off adventure. Maybe we're trying to brag. We're being a little. We're trying. I think it's just a show-off. All right. Card number 1. We've got, and we don't show off our negatives typically, so we'll stay positive today, for the most part. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Grief, a little sorrow. We're trying to get past that a little bit. What better time to show off a little bit? What better time to, like, get a little happiness in your life than right now, huh? What better time? Maybe you're not showing off. Maybe you're just kind of like, I'm bigger and better than this, whatever is bringing you down a little bit. Maybe you're pushing past that. Let's see what our dare card is. Let's see what our dare card is. 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is our dare card. So we've got the 5 of Cups, which is like mourning, grief. You're stuck in a little bit of a sorrow. Not really. Maybe a little bit of crying over spilt milk type thing situation. Like, it's really it's not that big of a deal, but you're kind of making it a little bit of a bigger deal than you want it to be, right? And then 3 of Swords. What's the 3 of Swords? We've got some communication issues kicking in. What are we lying to ourselves a little bit here? What's going on? 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Let's go. 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords finds you feeling utterly alone. I thought we were going after a girl. What's going on? Are we really going through the Good Will Hunting movie script here where you're like, I gotta go seek therapy first? No, you don't. Carter, you've experienced heartbreak and you're grieving the I mean, we're already in grief. We're already in the middle of it. So give yourself the time you need to process it fully. Sadness is a natural part of the human experience. Even though it hurts terribly right now, you are going to heal. Are we mourning? Is that what this is? Are we in mourning? Is it like, remember the girl you had? Remember the energy you put forward? I know that, like, I got rocketed this morning. I had a muse that I went after, and I was like, man, I miss that person. Who are we missing today? Who's stuck in our head today that we wish we could bring on a little adventure? Who'd you go after? The one that got away. The one that like you probably made the mistake. Let's see. Let's see. Ah. Judgment. Did you get a little tizzy with someone over something? Did you maybe think that something should have been a certain way? It sounds like we've gotten into a little bit of a fight with someone. Maybe you're in the right. Maybe what you said is completely right, and you know it's the old would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? I think this time you chose I'd rather be right. And now you're not quite that happy because you're like, oh my god, I am right. There's really not much more you can do with the situation. You found out some stuff, like some things are the way they are, and there's not much you can do about it. And ah, now what? Now what? I think we're still on the right side of this, though. I think like it's not about us, or it's not about them. It's about us. So they can do whatever they want, but we are still on the track of responding to it and taking responsibility for our actions and how we approach the rest of this journey, despite this little heartbreak that we're on. Card number three, or card number four, the past. Let's see what the past offers for this situation. Maybe, you know, let's go. The star. The star in the past. It means that, like, you were probably chasing after a really good idea. You were inspired by a great idea. Like, just, like, what better way to, like, get through the night than to have that kind of, like, inspiration to follow, you know? And it probably isn't the most lasting situation. The sun also rises, if you will. Um, but at least it was something that like kept you going, and it was like it kept a lot of people going. Like whatever this situation, whatever this relationship was that you were in, good concept behind it. People probably wrote a book or two. 3,000 years later, now we're still talking about that book. I don't know. I don't know what kind of star you are. But you're definitely being watched, and you're definitely you're an example of either burning out bright or shining out like in the night. I would be a little sad about that star going, about the light of that star going out too. All right, I would. I would be a little sad too. So I wouldn't. I'm not saying don't be sad. I'm just saying like things are the way they are. Let's look at a goal or an aspiration for today. The Page of Swords. Talk it out. You gotta be willing to have the conversation. You gotta be willing to figure out where things are, particularly. Maybe you see things from a different perspective and you want to talk it out a little bit. Like I think it's time for a new conversation to be had. Don't be afraid. Knowledge is power. Getting to know whether or not you're in one direction versus another. Silly music. It's not that big of a deal if you can really zone in on the details. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Maybe you got that one big question that's like really chomping around in your head, like what happened? What happened? You know what I mean? Like, did you do something the day? I don't know. But don't be afraid to have that talk. In the future, we've got the Eight of Cups. It's about stability. Not trying too hard. Let it happen. You're not going to overturn anything. I think you're just kind of going through like a rough patch. That's what I think. I think it's just kind of a rough patch. It'll work itself out. You just have to be like a little more stable. You gotta like stop being so dramatic a little bit. The five of cups over there. You freaked out a little, didn't you? Now you're finding out it's not that big of a deal. It'll work itself out. Maybe it's not that big of a loss. Have that talk it out. Hey man, this is what I thought, and then like you're gonna have to like you gotta risk having your feelings a little not hurt, but like analyzed and projected a little touch, like whatever you did, they're gonna do and they're gonna respond to it, and whatever you did, they're gonna do or respond to. Like that's kind of how it goes. We fill each other's cups. We maintain and stabilize each other. So I don't think there's a loss going on here. I just think maybe there's a restructuring. Card number 7, you is UCU in this situation, the Fool. Maybe you weren't quite ready for the adventure you went on. But you're there. You got a little. You still got that like naivete about you. You're still on the adventure. You're still like waiting for the new shit to happen. You're still learning. Like you like nothing's right or wrong for you. It's just maybe it's gotten to be a lot lately. And there's ups and downs on this this thing called life. Life. So brief for it to mean so much. So you're still kind of being a fool a little bit. You're like you know something's up. You know that like new things happen all the time. Came out like came out like a bandit, and now you're getting chased like a bandit. Life is weird sometimes. What's our environment for the situation? Are we holding hands walking into the weekend, or are we kind of like side eyeing each other over the weekend? What's going on between you and whomever? Let's go. The environment card, the Hierophant. The Pope. Traditional rules. Maintaining some sense of order, if you will. Not necessarily like the Emperor card, but like getting back to basics. Maybe not drawing boundaries, but just like, hey, can we just be okay? Can we like maybe restore a little faith in each other? And you know that it's going to take actions in order to restore that faith instead of just some kind of mystical belief in each other. Just because I say I love you doesn't mean as much as it used to. It's brutal. It's brutal. When you got to rely on someone and you got to be relied upon by to someone, ugh, oh my God, humans, ugh, we are dumb apes. We mess up a lot, but that's kind of how things have to be. It's the tradition of it all. That's the judgment of it all. Oh man, you mean you're not perfect? This stinks. Quit being a jerk. And that you're not perfect either. You're on this adventure just as much as anybody else is on the adventure. Card number 9, Fears and Hopes. The Hermit. The Hermit card. I don't think this is a fear of being alone kind of a card. I think this is more like you are the one that's on the trip. You are probably the most important part of your adventure. And so if you have to like take time to consider you, then take time to consider you. And maybe there's a fear that you are the only one that's going to really care about you, and you know, and that's fine. And any kind of relationship between two dumb animals like humans, the most important part of the relationship is your part in the relationship. You can't, if you rely or expect something from somebody else, and they fall apart on it, it's not about them falling apart, it's about your expectations. If I gotta rely on someone to take me to the store, even though the store is only a block and a half away, why am I not walking a block and a half? And then I'm mad at someone for not taking me a block and a half. I understand. I'm not saying like everyone should be able to walk. It's an example. Stop relying on people to help you do things you can do yourself. And therefore you won't be disappointed by those people. Spilled milk. 5 of Cups. I feel like we maybe took something a little personal that we didn't really need to. We got to talk it out a little bit. We got to realize we're the idiot sometimes. I think the phrase like maybe it's you, it's not you, it's me. Turns out it is you. Or me. Or you know what I mean? Maybe it's me. Maybe it really is me. What did you do? Who did you get into a fight with? Simmer down. Card number 10, final card in the situation. It's the Lovers. I love it. Thank you, cards, for coming together for this reading. Thank you. It's the Lovers. Look, we're gonna yin yang each other like no other. Okay, the Lovers card is about complimenting each other. It's about realizing that we need a little bit of this that we don't have, and I'm a little bit of that you don't have. And it's just trying to find that like that complementing relationship. And there's ups and downs and things are gonna happen. You're gonna bicker, you're gonna fight, you're gonna pull up shit from the past that you thought maybe wasn't important, but turns out it still makes an impact, you know? You're gonna buy the wrong flowers, you're gonna make each other happy, you're gonna live a long time together. You got jokes, you got inside jokes, you got inside little things, you got, you know, food that you both hate, you got food that you both like. Like, come on, I get it, it's a relationship. someone's going to take control of the remote control and they're going to watch a little bit more of some show that you don't want to watch. You're like, oh my God, I hate this show. You know, and then you're going to say something out loud. They're going to be like, I can't believe you haven't said anything yet. And it's like, you know what? It's Grey's Anatomy. You can't tell anybody you've never seen a single episode of Grey's Anatomy. You know, it's just, I think I may have never seen a single episode of Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, never. Not one. ER, I think I might have accidentally watched one episode of ER. But Grey's Anatomy, not a single. Sorry about that. I'm just saying, we're not all perfect. And we have to be okay with that. In fact, that's the part that makes it perfect. Is we all fill each other's little comfort zones of things we may or may not have. So have your little fight with whomever it is you're having your little fight with. Don't let it take you down. You're still on an adventure. You're still there. You're still together. You're still friends. You're still BFFs. Maybe you're even still lovers. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what you guys are up to. But don't let the fight take you down. Squabble a little bit. It's healthy. It's fine. It's figuring each other out. It's putting things into perspective. It's putting things in the right places. You know? You didn't know. Turns out the color green is really important to someone. I didn't know. What's green? How important? It turns out someone really doesn't like plastic straws. What do you mean? You like the paper ones? You're weird. Knock it off. No, you don't. Turns out the little things kind of matter, but they don't really. It's just details. We gotta talk it out. Don't hold any resentments against each other. It's too big. It's too bright for this to be like taken down by anything petty and goofy. Okay? Alright, now that we got that taken care of, now that we got this little counseling session taken care of, love you guys. It's been a heck of a week. I don't know, we might switch decks next week. We'll see. Hope you guys have been having a great day. Hope you guys continue to have a great day. Get out of here. I'm making stuff up now. Alright, the reading's over. Get out of here. I'll see you guys on Monday. Same time, same channel. Maybe. If YouTube determines it. Hit the button already.